What? Oh, Lord. Oh, howdy there. How long was I asleep? What time is that? Oh my God, it's 7? That's how long I was asleep. Dang, oh my God. Okay. Not gonna lie. As soon as I got here, not after like doing a trailer reaction for John Wick 4, I was gonna get started right away doing my review for Thunder, and I guess I must have fallen asleep because I was up late last night. Actually, I was up all night. Not a good idea, but oh, I'm so tired. Good Lord, I seriously gotta stop staying up late. I seriously do. But anyways, so as you said in the title, yeah, hello everyone. Welcome back to another review on the channel, and we finally I'm now here. I'm now finally making my review for Thor: Love and Thunder, a movie I badly want to get some stuff off my chest about because. Oh, good Lord. Where do I begin? Oh. Well, this is not Thor Ragnarok, this is Thor: Love and Thunder, so I guess I'll have to keep this hammer with me for the... Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, welcome back to another review on the channel. As I've taken notes for all 3 movies of Thor, I've taken notes for Thor 4, which... Yeah, I was processing, after seeing it in theaters, I was just trying to process my thoughts, just still process. I've enjoyed it, but then I'm just like, So I thought about seeing it again. Now, sadly, I was not able to see it again in theaters, but as soon as it came out on Disney Plus, I immediately watched it after, I think, Pinocchio, or before watching Pinocchio. And then that's when I just wrote down everything about what I liked and disliked with Thor: Love and Thunder in here. Like, I just needed to write something down for my thoughts. And thanks to me watching on Disney Plus, now I have written. I've now written my thoughts about Thor: Love and Thunder on Disney Plus. But still, though, do I hate the movie? Drumroll, please. No. Is it great? No. So yeah, like I've said, and I've said this a couple of times throughout some of my videos, I just feel mixed about Taika Waititi's Thor movies with Ragnarok and Love and Thunder. And I thought I was mixed with Ragnarok, but now I could be wrong as I'm mixed with Love and Thunder. Because, like, honestly, I was hoping to like Love and Thunder a lot more than Ragnarok for my own reasons. But, he just went overboard with the comedy in here, didn't he? Anyways, let's get down to business, ladies and gentlemen. So I had been dying to see this movie, especially with Christian Bale playing Gore the God Butcher, being possibly a top-tier MCU villain. Still, with that being said, I was just pumped to see this movie, and I thought Love and Thunder could possibly be one of the best Thor movies of all time, but just after seeing it, I liked it. After just having some time thinking about this movie and processing my thoughts with it, I kind of have some mixed feelings with it. Just how I have some mixed feelings with Thor Ragnarok. Like, there's a lot to love and sort of hate with Thor: Love and Thunder. Like, I'm just surprised that I'm just now mixed with Taika Waititi's movies. Like, I think he's a great director, and just, like, damn, am I just not a fan of his Thor movies? I enjoy him as Korg, but, like, what is up with, what? What is up with me? So let's start with the positives that I have for this movie. So first off, right off the bat, I freaking love Christian Bale as Gore the God Butcher. He is a top-tier MCU villain and was creepy as hell, but was freaking badass. Christian Bale, quote-unquote, died as a hero playing Batman in the Dark Knight trilogy, but lived long enough to play one of the best MCU villains of all time, Gore the God Butcher, who was sadly wasted. Mainly underutilized. But besides me praising Christian Bale as Gore the God Butcher Natalie Portman was freaking awesome as Mighty Thor. She has one of the best fight sequences throughout the entire movie. And here's something I forgot to mention about Thor Ragnarok. There was another nitpick that I was pissed about. Like, just basically another thing I was pissed about with Thor Ragnarok. And that was, Jane Foster wasn't in Thor Ragnarok. And they pretty much did the whole, they broke up off screen. That whole typical thing that I'm like, oh my god, are you kidding me? Jesus! And after thinking about it, I'm like thinking either that was done on purpose to set her up in Love and Thunder, or she just couldn't, or she just wasn't available at the time, but was available for Thor Love and Thunder. I don't know. It's either one of those, but like, I was pissed that, I was upset that we didn't have Jane Foster in Thor 3, as I've started to worry about it. Once we started getting TV spots and trailers for Thor Ragnarok. Well, of course, Chris Hemsworth was funny as Thor, especially with Taika Waititi as Korg. But I think my favorite fight scenes in this movie were the black and white battle on that black and white planet, whatever that's called. And of course, the final battle. But not gonna lie, I think I may prefer the black and white over the final battle. Also, the movie is hilarious from start to finish, but that's sadly why I feel mixed with Thor Love and Thunder. Thor Love and Thunder is funny, but that's the problem. It was too funny. That would be the reason why I'm mixed about this movie. The comedy was just over the top, and that's kind of the problem with Thor Love and Thunder. It's too funny. Which brings me to my negatives for this movie, and sadly, one of those would have to do with Gore the God Butcher. He's pretty much underutilized in this movie. Like, honestly, I wanted to see him slaughter a bunch of gods in Thor Love and Thunder. Like, it's in his name, Gore the God Butcher. I'm honestly disappointed about it. Like, we were all expecting he would possibly kill a bunch of gods around that whatever place they went, where there's a bunch of gods just apparently having an orgy. I'm not gonna ask why they were having that or something, but still, though, I expected that Gore would just come over there and just kill a bunch of gods, and maybe just do it for a thrill. Now, sure, you could just, I think it's much more easier if I could just have the Stormbreaker and just, yeah, I just kill everyone once. No, I would want to think he would want to do it for the thrill. No, like, just still, though, I'm upset. Like, he only got to kill one god in this movie. We didn't get to see him kill any other gods, just only one. I would have wanted to see him go full-on rampage, full-on carnage mode, just killing a bunch of gods. But another negative I have for this movie is that Thor is now a bit of a goofball and is not much of a serious character. As in, like, I can't take him seriously anymore because he's just too funny and is a bit of an idiot. Another negative I have is obviously with the runtime, which is about like 59 minutes long or something. It's about like an hour or 59 minutes, almost 2 hours. I don't know exactly, but like basically the runtime is short. I would have wanted this to be longer, so that way we can have Gore just going on a rampage, killing gods, but like besides that, I wish this was longer, because like the runtime just, why? This was a lot shorter than Multiverse of Madness. I would have honestly wanted this to be longer, because this movie was honestly just too short. Like, there's a deleted scene on how exactly Jane Foster wields the power of Mjolnir, and they just cut that out of the movie. There was even a behind-the-scenes leak about it. But yeah, my main issue is the runtime of this movie. I was hoping to forgive Ragnarok with Thor Love and Thunder, but now I got mixed feelings with Taika Waititi's Thor movies, and I was just hoping to love this movie for obvious reasons, but I just ended up coming out having mixed feelings about Love and Thunder. Now time to talk some spoilers for Thor Love and Thunder. Starting with what I loved, and like I said earlier, what I hated with this movie. The romance with Thor and Jane is so much better than how it was in the first two Thor movies. Now, I was expecting this to be some sort of a rom-com. Sadly, it was just more of a comedy. Also, this movie had like 3 fake death scenes. Like, just 3 fake outs, pretty much. Starting with Lady Sif, who honestly, I didn't like how she was portrayed in here, and hate to admit, I would have been fine if she was killed off, sadly, since all of Thor's friends were killed off by Hela in the last Thor movie. But one death scene that shocked the hell out of me was Korg. I'm honestly glad that he didn't die, because I was going to be pissed if he got killed off, because I love Korg. Who doesn't love Korg? Another fake death we got was Gore stabbing Valkyrie, which was another scene that shocked me, and honestly, I would have accepted if she was killed off, but I guess I should be happy that she's alright, but sadly for Valkyrie fans, she's just totally sidelined in this movie. Also, there's something that I loved from Thor Love and Thunder, and that was the explanation to not only how Mjolnir came back from the dead. I thought I'd never see you again after Hela destroyed you like a piece of glass, I think. I don't know. But yeah, not only I like the explanation to how Mjolnir came back from the dead, but also how Thor and Jane had broken up. Because, like, that was something I got annoyed with Thor Ragnarok, and was curious to know why they broke up in the first place. Also, another thing that I liked in this movie, that was Thor giving all the children Thor powers for a limited time only. But what will annoy me is that Thor kind of sent a bunch of kids into battle where they could possibly die, if anything. We should be glad that Marvel cut out a scene in this movie where Gore, for some reason, sacrifices the children. I would have enjoyed seeing him kill a bunch of guys, but sacrifice a bunch of children? Oh, hell no. That would have been extremely dark, but hey, at least some of the kids had fun filming that, because seriously though, that scene was really fun to watch. But I'm not gonna lie, I am mad as hell that Jane Foster died, which I was spoiled a little bit for Multiverse of Madness, but for Thor Love and Thunder, I'm just gonna say 50-50. I was spoiled 50-50 about this, because I saw something that had to do with Jane dying. I'm like, oh, no, don't think about it. No, there's no way that she's getting killed off. There's no way she's getting killed off. I didn't expect her to get killed off. Yet she got killed off. Which was something I was not expecting, because I thought she was going to be part of the new Avengers. But I guess we'll have to see it, because we could see her again, possibly due to the second post-credit scene. Also, I was surprised to see Heimdall again. But the biggest question I got is, when did Heimdall have a kid? Actually, now that I think about it, he possibly had a kid way before the events of Thor Ragnarok. Now that I think about it. Also, probably lastly, I was feeling 50-50 about being a dad taking care of Gore's kid, but after finding out that she's actually Chris Hemsworth's real-life daughter, you got to admit that that scene was just cute, though. So now I can appreciate the ending, knowing that it's Chris's daughter. So yeah, I'm now all for it, for Thor being a dad, taking care of Gore's kid, and who knows if she could be part of the Young Avengers, because it's clear that they're setting up the Young Avengers, and when are we going to get a Young Avengers project, whether it's a show or a movie? I'm still waiting for that, Marvel. But here's the biggest question I have for Marvel. When are we getting an MCU versus movie with Thor and Hercules? Because yeah, Hercules is coming. Like, I think the next Thor movie should be as a versus movie between Thor versus Hercules. Like, I would be down just to see that. So, with that being said, my rating for Thor Love and Thunder is going to be a 7 out of 10 for me. But I don't want to say that I hated this movie. Not that it's the worst. It's just not great because it just went over the top because it was too funny. But I still liked it even though I had some mixed feelings with it. And sadly, I hate to say this, I think Ragnarok was kind of better than Love and Thunder. But if anything, it's way better than The Dark World. But Thor Love and Thunder may have been too funny, but it was still entertaining and enjoyable to watch. So even though I feel a little bit disappointed with how this came out, I still like it. But damn, I'm surprised with how both critics and audiences are saying about this movie. Because, like, I was not expecting Thor 4 to be somewhere. Like, I was expecting Thor 4 to be somewhere at an 80% on Rotten Tomatoes, but as of today, it is at like a 65 or 64% on Rotten Tomatoes. And Thor The Dark World has 66%. What the f? Also, another thing to mention, it's confirmed that Taika Waititi will not be directing a 5th Thor movie since it's all due to poor reviews. Basically, he read the reviews and like, okay, so no one liked my 4th movie. Well, I guess I'm not going to direct the 5th one. Probably for the best. Still though, with that being said, those are just my thoughts with Thor Love and Thunder. Yeah, like I said, even though I am extremely disappointed with how this came out, I still liked it. I am, like, just, again, I know, I've said this twice now in some of my videos. I feel like I am this close to hating it, but just right now, I still like it. It's just, every time I think about Love and Thunder, I'm like, this is officially my, like, I'm surprised to say this. This is actually my least favorite MCU project in the entirety of the MCU. This could possibly be in the bottom of my ranking list with Thor: The Dark World, but who knows? Who knows? Because who knows? Who knows? I haven't ranked all of them yet. I will by the end of this year, but just yeah. But obviously, it's definitely gonna go to the bottom of my ranking for MCU movies because just yeah, this was just my least favorite out of all 7 MCU movies we've gotten in Phase 4. But anyways, hope you enjoyed my thoughts on all 4 Thor movies. Yeah, again, hopefully the 5th Thor movie is a versus movie between Thor and Hercules because, like, I need an MCU versus movie right now, ASAP, somehow. Can we do that possibly? Can we do that? Somehow, Marvel. But anyways, be sure to let me know your thoughts, comments down below. Which Thor movies your most favorite? Because, like, I guess the only good ones are just the first one and third one, or just mainly the third one. But as always, I'll see you guys in the next review. Peace out, and I don't know. I'm just gonna throw this. Ah!
This or that challenge: Thor Ragnarok versus Thor: Love and Thunder. Let's go. Which movie had the better Thor? Which movie had the better villain? Which movie had the better side characters? Which movie had the better pacing? Which movie had the better fight scenes? Which movie did you find funnier? Which movie had the better soundtrack? Which movie had the better overall ending? Which movie had the better costumes? And the last question, which movie do you think is better, Thor Ragnarok or Thor Love and Thunder?